George is fouled out of the game. Devean George has fouled out of the game. The Warriors have played essentially 5 players the whole night. And Chris Hunter, who has been dragging that injured leg, is going to have to somehow, some way, do whatever he can do.
Nellie just sent him back. Said, you can't play. He told Hunter to go back to the bench. Says, hey, no, you're not playing. Here it is. They want to do the same thing they did when Steph Curry fouled out and didn't have enough players.
Right.
They want Devean George to stay on the floor. That's it.
And it would take the technical foul. And see, the problem here is that Hunter has been injured in the game. What Don Nelson is saying is, I don't want to put an injured player back in. He can't play. You can read his lips. And so he's saying, hey, give me a technical foul, whatever you need to do. If you foul out of the game and you're down to the 5 players, then the player can stay in the game with a technical foul, and every foul he commits is another technical. Each team consists of 5 players, and no team may be reduced to less than 5. Player in the game receives his 6th personal foul, and all substitutes have already been disqualified. Said player shall remain in the game and shall be charged with a personal team foul. Now, see, the problem is Hunter has not fouled out of the game, but he's been injured and he can't play.
Watch out here. Don Nelson is really laying in to Phil Robinson.
Monte Ellis just couldn't get it off glass.
Hunter is dragging right down the middle of the screen there. He just ought to stay right in the defensive zone area. If Pendergraft goes out, makes a jump shot, so be it.
Chris Hunter, he can't really do anything.
They're going right to him.
And he blocked the shot! He's Willis reading this thing on one leg.
He just played position. Got off the ground just enough to get the ball. Perfectly timed.
Webster driving.
This is going to be a charge.
It's going to be a block on Chris Hunter. And he's
in the restricted area.
This is hard to watch. It's hard to watch.
Yeah, he's in the restricted area.
Yeah, it's a blocking foul.
Don Nelson's going to take him out of the game. He's telling right now, Eddie Efrush, he's taking him out of the game. Oh, they're trying to bring Devean George back in. Oh, this is really interesting. And this will be discussed elsewhere around the league.
Well, you can't have an injured player be forced to play. If you're injured when you get fouled, you can leave the game and someone else will shoot your free throws. But Don Nelson is saying, I don't have enough healthy players. And they're saying that Hunter hasn't fouled out of the game. So he can't be replaced.
Well, right now, there are 4 players on the floor.
And you can never have less than 5.
Well, Don Nelson wants Devean George to come back in, and Eddie Rush is pointing at somebody else.
And so Ronny Turioff, who has had the injured knee, may be forced to come into this game. Devean George picked up 4 fouls in the 4th quarter here and has fouled out. And so Ronny Turioff, who has had the injured left knee,
is lacing them up.
As he's putting on the whole knee brace here, he has not played. And so with Chris Hunter being hurt, Turioff has got to play. And George has fouled out.
And this debate just continues. And Don Nelson can't seem to convince the officials of the gravity of the situation or the rules. Anyway, they have a discrepancy about
Well, I'm telling you, Eddie Rush is correct in that Anthony Morrow and Ronny Turiaf have not fouled out of the game. And they have not been injured in the game. Okay?
Yep.
And so what he's saying is they're in uniform. You have got to play him. Hunter is injured now. George has fouled out, but you have another player in a jersey that you got to put out there. What Nellie's saying, because the humanistic side, he's saying, look, I don't want to re-injure this guy right now. We got 3 minutes left of the season.
But, you know, by the rule, you're dressing 8 players that are ready to play. Well, Trey, I was going to say, how about if you just go in there and commit 6 quick fouls?
You could do that.
This is really interesting. Watch this.
Okay.
He takes Turiaf out.
Now watch what Nellie is doing. Turiaf, he's saying, is hurt. Now he's done. He's going to bring Morrow in, commit a foul. He's going to be done. And then Devean George is going to re-enter the game.
What a way to wind up with number 82. And here goes Anthony.
So Morrow's going to go in. Warriors have been called for 7 fouls in the quarter here.
I'm not sure.
And now Morrow is out. So now Devean George can re-enter the game because the Warriors have 8 players. That was the minimum. Hunter is injured and cannot play. Morrow is injured and cannot play.
He's leaving the bench area.
And Turiaf is injured and cannot play.
What they did is they had the rule, and the officials made them play it by the rule.
Yep.
That's what they did.
And so now Devean George re-enters with a technical foul. All right, so the technical free throw to re-enter Devean George, and there is the bench. And Mills missed them both. He made the technical free throw, missed the other 2 free throws. So Devean George is back in, and it's a 2-point game.
And he's going to stay.
And Curry ties it up.
This is fun.
And now just know, if Devean George commits a 7th foul, there will be a technical assessed every time he was to commit a foul.
He can take him off the dribble. He chooses a 3.
And he bangs it home over him. Steph Curry with 36. Curry step back. Good! And a new career high.
He's got 38 and counting.
Give out the April Rookie of the Month.
Yes. Those are LeBron numbers. He's 10 of 10 from the line tonight.
Curry, his first 40-point game of his career.
So, how about this is a huge story to finish a season like this with the number of players they had on a back-to-back night.
And 4 games and 5 nights in 3 different cities. And Steph Curry has saved his best for last. 42 points. And the Iron Group finishes out the game. Don Nelson coached that one till the very end, and his players gave him everything he had.